right? We are going to keep it very short, a minute or so. I'm a sales guy like you. Low class to VIP skylights, went to Navy, and went on to American Express, PRS, where I was getting sales for India and area. Joined my brother and father, who had started an overseas recruitment company. You might have heard of it. It's called Cinch. Then I got into executive search way back in '96. Got out of executive search in '98 when I became the India rep for a management consultants. Got back into recruitment. I run 3 companies now. One is Portal International, which is an executive search firm. It's one of the top 20 firms. Zodiac has been around, so that's the parent company I had, which I took. Prakash Keval Ramani and me have recently started a bulk recruit and train company. And so that it's into bulk recruit and train for the entry level. So that's as far as profession is concerned. I have had some very interesting story. My story with ERA is very interesting. 17th member, 1 hour 17 minutes interview by Nirmit Parekh, 3 client interview reference checks. I must have been bad. Anyway, so 3 client reference checks, and then a month later, 42 days to be precise, is when I became a member. Distinction of being the first person whom a client took to the ethics committee. Mr. Bhatia was the ethics chairman, and a client which owed me 10 lakhs, and I was fighting for it, complained against me saying that this consultant doesn't deserve it, and he's just been making false claims. It took 4 months, 3 meetings each. Mr. Bhatia went through a full process, and a 27 member ERA at that time had the guts to write to the client and say, sorry sir, you are wrong, this lad is correct, and we would request you to pay. The story doesn't end there. Client refused. Guess what? 2 of the senior members of ERA who were actually dealing with the client, I had actually got in and upset their business. They fought for it. They went there, I up to the chairman. Well, instead of 10 lakhs, I got 1 lakh. But it was a huge moral victory for ERA. And therefore, I think, and I told Mr. Bhatia, I'm donating this to ERA. ERA refused, it doesn't matter. But that is the power of ERA and history. Okay, I've been associated with ERA right through all the leadership summits I've organized with them. The big thing about ERA, besides whatever Manisha and they have said, is all of us feel our problems are ours. Client taking your CVs and then telling you next morning, it's already with me. They give it to the trainees there, they go to Naukri and locate the CV. All of us have the same problem. When you meet, you realize even a Mario Lobo, who's one of the pioneers of the industry, has exactly the same problem. And therefore, initially, when I joined, I thought we are competitors. Believe you me, we are not. We need each other more than anyone else. We're just 200 people strong by choice. Not because we can't attract members, but because by choice we choose to remain a select old boys club, if you wish. There's been a lot of debate in ERA over the last 3 years. Should we become a trade body? Bring everyone in. We did that. We lowered the fees to 2,500, and our friend Edward, who was given the task of bringing 15 members, actually brought in 15 members. But what were the qualities? Not his problem, because we dropped. So now we're going back to being a quality club. We're back to being what originally Satish and team had dreamt of. This has got to be membership of ERA has to differentiate you. It's like an ISO certification. You go through the process. We have a 10-point evaluation criteria, followed by an interview, followed by meeting your peer group in a chapter meeting. Then you become a member. So our target this year is from about 140 is what we'll close. We go up to 200, but these 200 will be top class people. Take you one more back, 1 minute more. When IBM crisis, false CV crisis happened, remember? ERA wrote into NASSCOM saying that there is a list of ERA members. Is there anyone here who's on the list of defaulting consultants? Not one. And then NASSCOM invited ERA at their EC meeting. We made a 2-hour presentation, and then NASSCOM said, we are willing to mandate it to our members, recommend stroke mandate that they use it. At the ERA wasn't. Unfortunately, ERA wasn't ready then, and we said we are not ready. And the game plan now over the next 2 years, which we didn't talk about, is to bring our membership back. We have a conference with MHRD on the 24th. We are hosting, Sridhar and me are hosting a select group of MHRD. We want to try and lay down golden standards of how we will operate. So we will raise issues like free replacement clause, turnaround time. They will have issues. They will mandate, ERA the members, the recruiter should be this. We will try and bring that into our membership criteria and ensure that our members conform to what the clients are looking for. Similarly, we have a table of demand and we try and bring it down into a document which we will push up. So hopefully what will happen is MHRD members will be more. We are inviting 50 top select corporates. So we will have more interaction and that would be more business meeting, provided you meet ERA standards and there will be an annual revalidation. So we're going to keep it select, high quality people, and therefore the industry should recognize us. So that's what where ERA is going in the next 2 years. Not numbers, but high quality people. Yeah, good. Thanks.